Sir Alex Ferguson knew, Ben Foster knew. This was the parting of ways. The England international had been at Manchester United for 5 years, but had played 3 times as many games for Watford than the Reds. 2 loan spells at Vicarage Road had given the goalkeeper a taste of first-team football, and at 27 it was time to strike out. A deal had been agreed with Birmingham City, and Fergie and Foster had a 5-minute conversation that confirmed the inevitable. "I got called into the manager's office. I was proper nervous," said Foster of leaving Old Trafford. "I sat down and he said, 'I don't think it has really worked out for you, has it? We have agreed a deal with Birmingham for you to sign for them permanently and be the first-choice goalkeeper. What do you think?' Foster wanted the move, wanted regular football, and wanted to be nearer his family in the Midlands. He completed a £6 million switch and subsequently played for West Brom and Watford before being tempted out of retirement last month by National League side Wrexham. It was with the Dragons where he first caught United's attention. He was on loan at the racecourse from Stoke City, and among his teammates was Darren Ferguson, son of the United boss. Wrexham reached the final of the Football League trophy, winning 2-0 against Southend United after extra time. Sir Alex was in the crowd and, suitably impressed, struck a deal with the Potters that took the then 22-year-old to Old Trafford. Foster took his family out for a Chinese meal in his hometown to celebrate, but had to ask the bank to extend an overdraft until his United signing-on fee arrived. He was pitched into a different world. Suddenly he was training with players he'd only seen on the television. Rio Ferdinand called him Rob in Foster's first training session. The keeper departed on loan for Championship side Watford, and an early appearance earned him his first dressing down from Sir Alex. Mistaking a 5:30 p.m. kick-off for a 7:45 p.m. start, the keeper only turned up at Vicarage Road with less than an hour until game time. Ferguson was alerted, and when the keeper returned to Old Trafford during the international break, enforced the need to set standards. Another ear-bashing followed the following summer. His first United appearance saw him come off the bench for a preseason penalty shootout in South Africa after then goalkeeping coach Tony Coton recommended to Ferguson that Foster be utilised for penalties. Having replaced Luke Steele in the closing stages of a 0-0 draw with Kaizer Chiefs, Foster remarkably took the first kick. He hit the bar and then failed to save any of the South African side's attempts. It earned him a dressing down from the manager. Foster learned his lessons and took it all on board. He had helped Watford win promotion from the Championship before rejoining the Hornets in the top flight the following season. A United debut finally arrived in March 2008, a few months after returning to fitness from a cruciate ligament injury. He kept a clean sheet as Cristiano Ronaldo scored the only goal of the game at Derby. Foster impressed but was forced to wait a further 8 months for another opportunity, when he played at Celtic Park in a Champions League tie. Had become an England international and managed 9 appearances for United that season, mainly in the cup competitions. It was the League Cup that yielded his crowning moment at United when he starred in the final against Tottenham. He denied Aaron Lennon with a stunning stop in normal time and then thwarted Jamie O'Hara in the penalty shootout as United emerged victorious. The game became synonymous with Foster, who was named man of the match, and goalkeeping coach Eric Steele's use of an iPad to check the penalty history of Spurs players. On it were images of Spurs taking penalties, said Foster at the time. "I'd been told if O'Hara took a kick that he would probably go to my left. It was great, that was exactly what happened, and I managed to get a hand to it. I did an awful lot of research on who takes penalties for Spurs. I'd been given a lot of information on which way they put kicks." A new contract followed and the prospect of a prominent role in the 2009-10 season emerged. With Edwin van der Sar injured, Foster was given his chance. A couple of errors in the Community Shield defeat to Chelsea, which United lost on penalties, wasn't the start he wanted. Yet he retained his place and played in 10 of United's first 11 matches that season, missing only a League Cup tie with Wolves. But errors continued to haunt his game, and after one too many, he lost his spot. "I got in the team and started off well, then I had a few shaky games," said Foster, reflecting on that period. "The one game that did it for me was the Manchester Derby, which was 4-3 to United, where Michael Owen scored the winner in the last minute. I was all over the shop, and I remember coming in at full-time and Sir Alex Ferguson absolutely nailed me. We had just won the game, so everyone was buzzing, but he shut everybody up to nail me in front of everyone. I was thinking, wow, I don't need that." He said, "You pull that stunt again, that is you done." Thankfully he kept me in the team and I was decent for a few games, and then I dropped another clanger at home to Sunderland. Big Kenwyne Jones was so strong, he bullied me to the ball and scored a header. I was on the floor in a heap, but again Patrice Evra scored a last-minute equalizer and I was buzzing again, thinking thank God for that. But no, we got in at full-time and Fergie went at me for 2 or 3 minutes saying, "You are finished. You are out and in the reserves. That is you done." All the big boys were still in the dressing room at the time. That was me done. I was training with the reserves for the rest of the season. He made just 3 more appearances for United that season, while he was on the bench in the 2010 League Cup final as Ferguson's side retained the trophy. Foster would go on to win it the following year with Birmingham, producing a man-of-the-match display in a surprise win over Arsenal. 13 years after leaving Old Trafford, he's still going strong at Wrexham, with who he could secure promotion this weekend. He's clocked up more than 500 senior appearances and 14 England caps. As he left United for the final time, Ferguson told him there was still a great goalkeeper in him. As so often was the case, the boss was right.